Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Harbi Nimarab Ali and today I'm going to present the movie Platform for my final presentation in pronunciation and speech. Now, as you see, this is the cover photo for the movie. Now, I'm going to talk about the background. It's a Spanish science fiction horror movie directed by Galder Gazzulo. And released in 2019. The film is set in a large tower style prison. Now, as you see, the first photo here shows us how is the prison built. And the photo over here shows us that every cell in this prison has a number and it's sorted as levels. Now, let's go to the plot. Now, the story starts with Goring, who awakes in a concert cell marked with the number 48. 48 here means that he is at level 48 underground. His cellmate Trimagazi explains that they are in a tower-style facility in which food is delivered via a platform that comes up and down, and the platform stops 2 minutes per cell. And during this time you have to eat what you have. Now, those on the lower levels will not eat if anything, because there will not be anything left for them. Now, if someone tried to save the food for another day, or maybe he felt hungry on other hours, the cell itself will be heated or cooled at fatal levels. Now, every month the cells are randomly shuffled. You can find yourself at cell 200 that you can't eat anything, or you can find yourself at cell number 2 that you have everything. Now, the platform in this movie, it's the main thing that provide life. It mean life. Now, those on the first levels will eat whatever they want, because the platform will be filled in the will be filled with food. Now, as you go down, every time you go down, the food will be reduced every level. Now, imagine that you live in level 200. You will receive nothing from it. Now, as they talk, it is revealed that Goring volunteered to spend 6 months in the prison for a diploma degree. Now, I don't think why he did this, but I will not put myself in prison for a diploma. Now, and his cellmate Trimagazi, he is in the prison for killing a man. And by the way, this prison will give you the choice to take one thing with you. Trimagazi, he is the cellmate of Goring, the hero in this story. Trimagazi chooses a sharpening knife, while Goring, the lead character, choose a book. It's like a Bible or something, a religious book. Now, over the first month, they become friendly, but on the day of the room shuffle, after 1 month, Goring wakes up tied up to the bed. Goring wakes up tied to the bed, and they have been reassigned to level 171. Now, in this level, 171 underground, you will receive nothing from the platform. The platform will be empty from food. Now, in the third month, Goring awakes on level 33 with a woman named Imagori. Goring recognizes her as the administration official who interviewed him before sending him to the prison. Now, if you want to go to this prison, you have, let's say, a sort of meeting before going to the prison to ask you some question. Now, this female, Imagori, she says that was unaware of the horrible conditions in the prison and try to fix things after she knows that she has a cancer. Now, Imagori tries to save her food and attempts to convince everyone in the prison to make shares for everyone to get the food for lower levels and everyone gets his share. Now, Goring mentions that there is a woman named Miharu search for her child, but Imagori says that there is no child and there is no one above under 16 are not allowed to get in this prison. Now, Miharu and says Miharu entered alone. Goring awakens the following month on the level 202 and he will not receive anything, and he finds that his cellmate Imagori has hanged herself. Now Trimagazi get killed by Goring the previous month because he tied up Goring to the bed. Now after Imagori hanged herself and suicide, Trimagazi start to show up to Goring as a ghost and tell him eat from Imagori flesh to keep survive. And Goring has no choice to do anything except eating her flesh. Now he eats her flesh to survive and experiencing hallucination of her and Trimagazi telling him to do so to keep alive. Now, at the start of the 5th month, Goring is assigned to level 6 with his new mate called Baharat. Now, Baharat, he chose a rope to escape from the prison. Now, because the prison is levels. Now, Goring convinces Baharat to ride the platform down with him, rationing the food so all get his share. So Baharat is convinced. Now, as they going down through levels, they are on the platform. They try to save the food for everyone. Now, every level, if they attack them, they will not get anything, and they will resist. Now, if they cooperate with them, they will get a share to make the food delivered for the lower levels. Now, in Goring Might, there is 250 levels, but as they going down, they reach level 333, where the platform stops. Goring notices a child hiding under the bed. This is the child of Miharu, the one who was traveling through the platform looking for her child. Now he gets off the platform, followed the child, and he and Baharat, Goring and Baharat, tries to save a sort of food called Bonacota. It's a dessert, as a message for the administration to stop this prison and to say that the prison is resolved and they defeated the greed. Now, as the Baharat and Goring see the child, they give her the Bonacota, the dessert. So they know that the child is the message. Now Goring passes out and dreams of Baharat after Baharat died from suffering through the attacks of the prisoners as they going down. Baharat telling him that the girl is the message. The next day, Goring finds Baharat dead of his injuries and takes the child with him. When the platform arrives, they descend to the bottom of the pit, where he once again sees Trimagazi as a ghost, who tells him that get up from the platform because the child is the message. And the message don't need any barrier. Now here the movie ends. Now I'm going to show you characters. Now, this is Goring. This is the lead character of the story and the one who tried to save the child and deliver the message to administration that the problem is solved. Now, this is Trimagazi, the first cellmate for Goring, and this is Meharu, the mother of the child, and she is the one that was looking for her child. This is Baharat, the one who descend with the Goring down levels to reach the food for every level. Now this is Imaguri, the interviewer of the prison, and the one she had a cancer and then tried to go to the prison. Now this is the child, the message of the story. Now I'm going to show you some ideas and themes. Now, through its metaphor, the film argues that there is more than enough money, food, and resources to go around, but overconsumption inevitably leads to inequality, and the wealthy are not incentivized to share. Also about social distribution of wealth. Now, the levels represents life or death. If you were from the upper levels, let's say from 1 to 50, you will survive because you will eat anything you want from the platform. But if you lower than this, imagine like Goring were in level 171, you will not eat anything and you will die. Now, the end is living proof of the symbolism of the struggle for power. Everyone needs power. Now, capitalism and the class system. In this movie, capitalism and the class system is the main theme, I think, in this movie, because it shows that rich are above and poor are under them, and the riches will not give the poor anything to live. Now, the greed also is one of the major themes in this movie. Now, I'm going to show you a video, but I will not show you all the clips because it's a crucial and fatal kills and a lot of blood in it.
The Platform is a story about a prison-like structure called the Pit. The whole, depending on the mood you're in, centers from the perspective of the guy named Goring. The Platform is a prison. He chose to go there voluntarily for 6 months to get a diploma and to also help him stop smoking. Nobody on the outside of this thing actually knows exactly what happens on the inside. There's a cellmate or homemate named Trimagazi. This guy's an OG and he tells Goring what this is really about. Every time Goring tries to talk to the people below or above, they ignore him. It's every man for himself. Every day, this big old table on this slab, big enough to fit through the hole, going right through the platform, serves them a buffet of food and they have to eat it as quickly as possible. People at the top get all the food, and as it descends, there's less and less food available. Along with a little shop of horrors, he meets a girl who every month goes down on the platform looking for her lost child. The old man Trimagazi does not believe this, as she is a ruthless killer, and when she is attacked by others, she proves to be pretty capable of defending herself. She's on a mission, and that is clear. Goring also proves to be a very compassionate person. It's like those Telltale games. The woman will remember that. As time goes by, this dude realizes that the hole isn't really what he thought it was, and it's actually pretty cruel. People are straight up dying down here. Anyways, as time goes by, he gets used to being in there, and he actually bonds with the old man. So they relocate to a deeper level, and the old man has to eat him. After ripping off a piece of his flesh, the old man is beat in the head by the girl that Goring tried to save. She kills him and starts eating his flesh, and even feeds Goring. She unties him too, because at first we thought she was going to kill him. But she doesn't. She actually takes care of him the way that he showed compassion towards her, proving that she's not a horrible person. In time, Goring's wounds start to heal, and when he is able to take care of himself, the girl decides it's time to continue looking for her child. Goring is haunted by Trimagasi. He is forced to eat Trimagasi's rotting flesh to survive, because this low down on the platform, there is no food left whatsoever. Next time we see him, he's with a new partner, who happens to be the woman who interviewed him to go down there in the first place. Only allowed to bring one item, he brought a book, and she chose to bring her dog. Like, someone would bring their dog in this. We immediately know the dog's gonna freaking die. Just like Goring, she encourages everyone to leave some for the people below so everyone can get a piece. She leads by example by eating one day and letting her Dakshin eat the next day. The only way that people listen is when Goring threatens to shit in their food and tells them to pass it along. The woman who's always looking for her kid comes down one day and they try to take care of her. She's obviously seen some rough times and possibly was attacked. While everyone's sleeping, the woman wakes up in the middle of the night and kills Ramesses because he belonged to the woman, partially responsible for putting her and her kid in there. Losing a dog is like losing a child to many people, so this woman only wanted the interviewer to know how she felt. One thing to know is the intricacy and care that the people above put into making food for the people below. Interviewer relieves to Goring that she's actually dying of cancer. She wanted to make a difference, but then finds out later that they've both been moved to 222, the worst level ever. Knowing this is an immediate death sentence, she kills herself, possibly leaving a gift for Goring to eat, if you know what I mean. Next time Goring wakes up, he has a new cellmate. Honestly, this is the sweetest and most colorful character in the entire movie. He is so optimistic and hopeful, he brought a rope with him in the hopes of climbing up. He assumed the people above him would be nice enough to help, and when they feigned compassion, the female or wife of the guy above him literally shit on his face as he was climbing up the rope. All he wants is freedom, but he finds out the harsh reality that nobody cares. Goodness, Goring rescues him before he falls into the platform when the people above him let the rope fall. Goring decides to do something about it. He recruits his cellmate Baharat to go down with him through the lower levels of the platform to make sure the people below get something to eat. If they could ration the food, then everybody would get something to eat. By now, they still don't know how low the platform goes. When they stop in a room, Baharat finds his mentor, this wise old man, that tells him the way he's going about things is not right, and that he should look for a message to carry to the top. And if the people don't listen, then they take action, but to use his words and intellect first. So that's exactly what this guy does, but not everybody listens, and when they decide not to listen, that's when Baharat is like, okay, well, my mentor did say to smash you guys in the head if you don't listen, so that's exactly what we're gonna do. And head smash they did, over and over again. Finally, the people below were getting food. Goring and his cellmate kept one morsel of food to carry back to the top as an act of defiance against the system, to showcase that they were not all greedy. Kind of like the Hunger Games, but they're all inside this thing. In one of the platforms, Goring finds his female friend getting assaulted by one of the guys. He unfortunately kills her before Goring gets a chance to save her. Baharat saves Goring from this guy who was about to slice him with a freaking katana. Baharat gets cut by the sword and Goring gets beat up pretty bad, and the woman dies. The two friends find out that there's actually 333 levels. At the very bottom, there is a child. How she's alive, I don't know. They give her the last morsel of food that they were saving for the message. The old man in his subconscious tells him that the girl is actually the message that he should send back up to the top to show the creators of the social experiment that they have passed the test. That is a platform movie in 5 minutes. This movie was very good, but
Now, this is the final of my presentation. I hope all of you enjoyed this review of the movie The Platform, and it's called El Hoyo in Spanish. Thank you all, and كل عام وانتم بألف خير. سلام.